15? Yeah, I noticed that. My car. I actually would not be surprised if he was in the ocean. The reason I'm saying that, unfortunately, is because he's driving. Please tell me that was him. I can't tell. I don't know. Howdy, howdy.
Well, you've improved quite a bit.
I'm not even using my car. Oh, I see what happened. Hold on. Oh no, the guy that was using my car head popped. Ah. Yeah, a little bit. Honestly, this was my first time trying out the Feltzer. I was trying it out from a friend. Tell you what, it's becoming a little bit of a favorite. I may buy a Feltzer, but I'm broke. How do you like your car? Hazel?
Huh? Hello?
Have you heard me? I haven't heard a word you said. I'm sorry.
I said no, this car is shit.
I mean, you're still holding up. I can tell acceleration, not its strong suit. Not too bad on the bends though, no?
Oh, I mean it has that. I mean, yeah, no, this car is a. Oh, bro, that was such a good race. I don't know who that guy is. Sayoshi?
Sonoshi?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one trying my gauntlet.
He was trying really hard.
Yeah.
That was such a good race between me and him, bro.
Sonoshi is really good. He typically drives the Feltzer, the one that I was driving. I drive the gauntlet.
Let him know.
So
let him know that he basically made my night. I woke up today just to do these 2 night races and go to sleep. And just know that he caught my attention.
Okay, yeah, no. I'll give him a shout.
Because I was sitting there like literally line for line. If he didn't slow down, because I was trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah, he had a migraine, unfortunately. Poor guy. He was doing good too.
Oh, dude, no. Me and him were neck and neck. Absolutely, absolutely neck and neck. The only reason he fucking lost was because he slowed down on the highway. And his turbo stopped spooling once he slowed down.
Yeah. I mean, listen, he fucking had it though. I was watching you guys. I'm like, oh, they're cooking. But no, I'll let him know. I'm about where my car is, so I'll make sure he's good, and I'll definitely give him a shout. All right.
Yeah, don't buy my car. It's literally ass. Trust me.
All right.
You're better off. You're better off buying a Feltzer.
I literally bought the gauntlet for 51 grand. Fucking, I don't want to say I scamazed the guy, but I scamazed the guy. Where the fuck did Dean's? What the fuck? Hold on, I have to call you back. Give me 1 second.
Do your thing.
All right, bye-bye. I didn't mean to say his name. Oop. I meant to unclick my fucking... I meant to unclick my mic button. Did his car despawn though? This is where the head pop was, right? It's all good. How do we do for a first time race? How many points did we go up for that? 74? Damn, DNF'd? What the fuck? I think local valet. You think so? I don't know. Maybe. So, a couple points of note that I think are interesting about the about the Feltzer. The turning is wild. My rebuttal to that is, as good as the turning is, as good as the Feltzer is, and as much as I think because the turning caught me up to the race, I think if I learn to be a little bit more complicated in my driving habits with the Gauntlet, I think overall I am, might I say, better off in the Gauntlet. Hey.
Hey, I just called Hank. He's just doing a roof run at the moment.
Okay.
And he's gonna call back when he's done.
Okay. Yeah, I am. Yeah. I'll.
Where do we want to meet up?
Hold on. Hey, buddy. I parked your
What's up?
Feltzer. Behind one of the rocks where I found my car. Let me come pick you up. Whereabouts are you? You had a migraine in the middle of the race.
Just by the resort, just south of it.
I don't know where we'll meet yet, but when Hank's ready, we'll find a spot.
Hey.
All right. Cool. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Hey, bye.
What the dude? That local just straight up tried killing me. What the fuck was that? No, dude, I want you to know something. Zero called me. He's like, I don't know who Sonoshi is, but he just made my night.
We had a good battle. We had a good battle.
Yeah, Zero wanted me to let you know that he loved every minute of that, and he only came around for the 2 night races, and you fucking made his night. I think your Feltzer is behind the rocks over there. I drove away for a sec, came back, and Valet fucking, I think, yoinked it.
How'd you like it?
Dude, it's so good. It's so good. See, you guys are comparing the Feltzer to the D10, but that's like comparing apples to a fucking giraffe. The D10's an A class. Feltzer's an S class. The downforce on the Feltzer is just so much fucking better.
Yeah. It's just, the only thing is, it's just a fucking straight line speed.
The straight line acceleration. Do you have 100 mil to try on that thing?
I do have 100 mil to try it.
Try the 100 mil. I don't know if it would do it justice. It may not, but the 100 in the Gauntlet is the sweet spot. And I question if what you need is that initial just better acceleration on the high end. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking 80 because like then we'll get up faster, but then it doesn't hold that top speed higher. But maybe
I don't know.
I'll just fucking do it.
You know what it is?
Because I have 100 sitting down in a car right now.
It might be worth swapping it just to give it like 1 or 2 races, see what happens. Worst case scenario, you know, fuck it. But I love it. Honestly, the only thing about the Feltzer I did notice is it. How do I say this?
It bounces weird.
It bounces weird.
Yeah.
I think if you learned, and I'm not saying you in particular. I'm more talking outward on me. I think if I learned the Gauntlet better, I think the Gauntlet still holds up sometimes better. But I think it's
the Gauntlet would be better. Yeah.
The difference though is I think so long you like it. The Gauntlet is a lot of TLC. There's higher chance of ruining a race, whereas you have a higher chance of maintaining consistency throughout your entire race.
Yeah, I had to baby it through the vineyard.
The vineyard,
instead of like sending it how I would in like the Feltzer, and that's where he made up most of his time on me. So, because I was just so paranoid about the fucking brakes and it bouncing weird and then shit like that. Because I haven't, but it's fucking nice.
Damn.
Do you want to race the Feltzer more or no?
I mean, honestly, I mean, I'm interested.
I'm about to go to sleep. So if
shoot. I mean, I'll tell you what. If you park it down by the block, maybe I'll take it for another race. I'll make sure I get it repaired for you.
Yeah. But don't worry, I won't leave anything incriminating in it.
I mean, if you do, just leave a note. This way I know. Don't stop for anybody.
Are unserialized knives incriminating?
Is the person dead?
I'll hold on to them.
Okay. All right. Well, if you're going
I'll
to
leave
sleep.
it down at the... I'm gonna head down to the block then.
All right, all good. I'll meet you down there.
Okay. See you then.
Manga with the 1 year. Shake man, I could have been playing Hunt this whole time. Dude, I'm sorry. There's been so much going on in roleplay. So much going on in roleplay. I appreciate you though, dude. New art? I'll take a look. Hold on. Oh my God. Bunny, this is fucking great. This is fucking great. Mongo, I love you, man. Thank you for the resub. Bunny, this is amazing. Thank you. This is accurate. This is accurate. Oh, man. Right where Ziggy needs to be the third wheel. Hey, what's going on?
Not much, not much. First, how dare you swap vehicles to do as much damage to my rating as possible?
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. Listen, I
am teasing. I don't give a shit.
Me and Sudoshi were like, going to do a car swap? I'm like, I kind of want to try the Feltzer. So he drove the Gauntlet and I drove the Feltzer. I didn't mean to bully you toward the end there, but I definitely got close.
No,
and I'm like,
a local blocked my turn. I had to hit the e-brake. Like, that was a fucking great overtake. You did great.
I did the best I could. Honestly, oh God, I love it so much. I might end up getting a Feltzer at some point, but I am too broke for a Feltzer right now.
Oh, I get that. Thing I wanted to call you about earlier, and I want to know this is all. Call you back. You're good. It's not super important, and like it's all secondhand information. I've already told Terry. I'm gonna tell James, and then one of the Carnage people who I like.
Yeah.
But last wave, another bike driver showed up to a race on their Hakucho, and they're talking about how their Hakucho they think is the best racing Hakucho in the city because they just got it tuned to like not bottom out on curbs.
Oh.
And then after they wrapped up, we got to talking, and apparently some guy named Frank who does mechanic work. I ain't know who he is, never met him.
The only Frank I know is Frank Rizzo.
Might be him, might not be. I think they normally round tail end of this wave to the start of the next one, and they were just around later than normal. They said that they did so much like part swapping, cosmetic part swapping, that this Frank guy got access to more parts and were able to do like performance tweaks to a vehicle. Now I ain't a mechanic. I do lumber. So I ain't know if that's like something that's been around ages. I ain't know if that's something that like is the difference between performance mechanic and cosmetic mechanic. But they said that they were able to change the gasket so much that like the bike when trying to go straight would lean right. Like it would just be constantly turning, drifting to the right. So like they think it's real what's happening. And like again, they got another thing, and they said they can feel it going over curbs, that they are not bottoming out as much no more.
Really?
So I ain't know if this real. I have to stress this, that this is secondhand information. I'm not gonna make the claim that I know this real. But apparently, if you do a lot of cosmetic mechanic work and just keep changing out parts on cars for a while, you get access to more parts, and those parts might let you tune cars a little bit.
What parts though? I'm confused. Like,
I assume like wheels, like
from Mosley?
You mean from Mosley's? I assume that's the parts that got to be swapping. Like if they cosmetic parts.
Are they cosmetic at that point, or are they just performance swap at that point?
Well, I think they become performance swap, but I think like you got to do the cosmetic swaps in order to get them. Is what I think they were trying to say.
Interesting.
And then you get cosmetic or performance tuning access. And like again, I can't confirm that. I got the story pictured in my head based off what they told me. and I'm trying to like regurgitate that to you.
No, Sai, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm gonna go down and talk to Mr. Mosley then and see what he's got for me, and see if there's anything
Sounds
he
good.
knows. Cause that is, God, that's the first I'm hearing of it. I'll call another mechanic.
Yep. I already told Terry. I'm gonna tell Rue when he wakes up, and then I'm gonna tell Ted of Carnage. But anyone else, I'm not gonna talk to, and I'll let y'all talk to them if you want to talk to them.
Okay, yeah. Let me see what I could do. Let me see who I could talk to, and I will. I'll touch base with you.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Appreciate it, Sai.
No problem.
All right, you take care. Bye bye.
Later.
So I just got some information from Sai that I thought was interesting. Apparently, there's a guy going around in the races with a Hakucho. Was talking about how there was some tuning that was done to his bike, and he's got one of the best bikes. And apparently, he said this Frank guy did work for the bike, and apparently he did enough cosmetic work that Mosley was offering him.
So,
do you know about this?
So there is a Frank guy. I don't know if it's the same Frank guy.
Frank Rizzo?
I don't know his last name. But
Okay.
he goes around claiming that he could tune your car for it to perform better for like 20 to 30K, and all he does is change the camber, suspension,
Hey,
and
we're at
throw
the
on a
block.
different set of wheels.
Yeah, I was about to head. I was about to
And
say,
yes,
Hank's on the
he
way.
did probably do enough
He's here.
testing, because the camber and the
Alright,
suspension
I'm
that
joining in.
he does make it feel different. But we took one of the 9Fs that he quote unquote did for 30,000, put the exact same suspension, camber, wheels on one of our 9Fs, because the guy just asked, wondering if he got scammed or not, and we made it drive the exact same. So it just sounds like he figured out suspension and camber to pull out an inch or two better, but the amount that he's charging is fucking bullshit.
Interesting. Okay. Probably Frank Rizzo then.
Because I'm on the myself, Batman, Mustang, we are all on the 100% stock suspension, camber, height, all that type of shit makes it drive a lot better. It's just better to keep it stock than try to fuck with it, potentially make it worse.
Interesting.
This guy clearly just did enough testing to figure out what makes what work, but the amount that he's charging is fucking bullshit.
That sounds like at best that might be like an extra 2K or 5K to do.
Honestly.
At best.
Because like I said, because it was fucking, oh my god, P something, oh my god, I forget his name, but he has a 9F, and he was just asking bad about it. So back drove it around. He's like, yes, the 9F does drive better. He grabbed the fucking all the numbers off his suspension, camber, and everything. Then we threw it on our 9F, and we got it to drive the exact same. So literally all he's doing is just taking the testing out, claiming that he's tuning it, and just doing a different camber and suspension to make it handle a little bit better.
I think a better way of him wording his advertising then should probably be something along the lines of fine tuning rather than doing a tune.
Because what he's doing is basically taking cars that are having problems with like hitting curbs or hitting bumps weird, and eliminating that through suspension and saying that he's tuning it for like 30,000 or 25,000 depending on the car. But at least that's our running theory. If he actually is able to do different parts, that's a different fucking whole ball game.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's something. You know what I mean?
It might be bullshit to the rest of us, but if he, I mean, Dean, if he's making the money, I mean, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Go wild.
But if he can prove to me that he has like parts that is like different than my parts, fucking more power to him, and I'll fucking believe him and let him do it to my car. But until he proves to me that it's different parts and not just a different suspension, it's just a hustle to me.
It does sound like more of a hustle knowing that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I took it with a grain of salt. He said he was going to tell a lot of people. He wanted to let me know because he trusted me, and he wanted to let Milton's know because he likes to use us for repairs. So,
I mean, did he say how he got these different parts or no?
No, he said that he got it secondhand information, and apparently, he's like, don't quote me, take it with a grain of salt, but this is what I heard. I'm just passing it along. I don't know if you know anything about it or if anyone else does, but try and figure out what you can with it. This is what I have, and he kind of just laid it out.
if that's the case, I'll like dig into it more and see what I can see. Because if that is the case, that changes everything. But until I get like solid proof, you know what I mean?
I want to believe that your theory makes more sense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's,
All right.
Because we literally took the 9F that he quote unquote tuned and just copied it onto another 9F, and it, you know.
Now, this
made
is
it
a good
do the
hustle,
exact same.
honestly.
So
like,
until
if this is what he's doing,
he gives me solid
kind
proof
of a
that he has
good. It's
different
kind of a
parts than
good
me,
play. What's up, Music? How you doing?
He's just did the testing and know what suspension is technically better by a minuscule amount than other suspensions.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, hey, fuck it. You know what? I'll see what I can find, and if I hear anything, I'll let you know, and we'll kind of just break it down from there.
Honestly, but if that's actually the case, that's fucking cool as shit, and
Yeah.
I need to figure that out.
There's a part of me that wants to believe that he has access to something that we don't.
Unless he has access to somehow get the tuner doors open, because if anything, I thought that stuff would be up there.
If he has a key to the tuner shop, I'm robbing him for his keys.
Oh, I'm literally ocean dumping him. Yeah, I'm taking them keys and ocean dumping them.
Holy fuck!
My keys.
Frank's going down. We don't even know if we have the right Frank. We're just gonna fucking ocean dump a guy named Frank and
I'm going to Frank's.
Fuck
I'm going to Frank's
Frank.
right now. I'm going to Frank's.
All right, you go to
All right,
Frank's.
I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I'm going to Frank's to
All
grab
right.
some
Good luck.
keys.
Good luck, Dean. Hopefully you find
Yeah.
Frank.
I'll leave it there for the rest of the night. If you do want to drive it, I don't mind.
Okay.
Go ahead and rip her. Yep.
I appreciate
Anyways,
it.
good night, everyone.
Have a good one, brother.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Good night.
All right. I don't know where my Granger is. Do we want to grab the Granger or just hop in the tailgater?
We'll grab the Granger probably.
Let me see where it's at. It is.
Is it cool if I leave my car there? I can get
Yeah, you're more
fucking
than welcome
shot,
to.
right?
No,
Apartments.
You're good.
Might need to grab gas on the way, but it's all good.
Hey.
Nana, rip my door off. Give me a second. Does anybody have a spare repair kit?
Yes.
All right. I don't need it this second, but just in case for the Granger.
Alright. I might quickly go and grab a piece, just so I probably have one on me now that I'm not doing anything.
Oh, good. You do what you got to do.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Oh my God, Jesus.
Shot.
Oh my Edbert!
What the hell is your name?
I'm Hank. Okay, did you pull a gun out?
Yeah, I pulled a gun out. It's my magic stick.
That's
I'm the lizard wizard.
That's my.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Oh
my.
no, get in the car. We gotta go. Get in the fucking car. Just get.
That's my son.
Take this, Hank.
It.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Hey, get in the fucking car quick.
Quick,
might kiss
just go.
you.
We gotta go.
He's fucking nuts.
He's gonna kiss you.
Don't.
What the fuck?
Be
Why
careful.
would
He
you
might
do
have a
that?
spider
Surely-
under his neck flap.
Surely he's not gonna chase me, right? Oh, if he is, I already lost him.
I was about to get a shot.
It's just Edbert. He's on one right now. It's okay.
Wow.
When is he
Edward.
not on one?
I don't know. And then I tell him about a chase I had. He's like, oh, just rude things. And I'm like, oh, thanks.
I'm not saying you gotta break him up with everything going on, but I'm worried for him. He's being shown.
I'm the flower girl.
Oh no. I'm worried for that man. He's finally getting a sense of what the word LOVE is, and I'm scared.
I think he. Oh, he just. Oh.
Rabbit?
I think he knew what that word meant a while ago. So I'm
You
happy
think so?
for him.
Oh, okay.
He definitely did. It's not my place to say that.
No, I don't want to know. Oh god, there's a repair kit in here already, thank God. We need to get gas.
Keep running, you got this. How are you doing, Hank?
I'm good. Tired.
I'm gonna turn my radio off, try and save it. Tiring day? You just been busy?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah.
This is about to be a rough one.
Big time
What have you
busy,
been
bud.
doing?
You know, same old, same old. New, but
Same
same old.
old.
Yeah.
How do you go roof running?
How
You guys
often
ready
do I
for
go
a rough
running?
one?
No, are you good at roof running?
Let's set the
I'm not
mood.
bad.
Can you clear a job?
Yeah.
Do you think we could go and do a roof running race one day?
Anybody
Yeah,
have
I'm
any
down.
food?
Yeah, I got food.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do it one day.
Do you have enough for probably like
Yeah,
a?
I got
Okay. I'll pay you for it, but
2 combos. No, don't worry about it.
okay. This was really low on gas. I'm sorry.
I thought it was like over half a tank.
No, it was very low. The problem is I got the tailgater and then I kind of just, I don't want to say I neglected this, but this is really just my running around car.
You only just got the tailgated today, and you're saying you neglected this car?
I always neglect this car. This thing is for fitting as many people in one vehicle as humanly possible. Point A to point B and enough storage to do whatever I need to do.
Yeah, perfect. Oh, I've got an old warrant, by the way, Hank.
Hell yeah. That's pretty cool,
What do
right?
you mean, hell yeah?
That's cool, right?
No, my
Threw a HVAC
theory,
unit at a cop's face, and I think I might have broken his nose.
my theory is that
would you
Hank
do
is going to
that?
be pretty
I was
acceptable
on
and
foot player, I
understand
wasn't gonna
that, you
carry that
know.
while running.
That's a good point. Alright, there's food in the glove box.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. It's a hot dog.
Or go up. Ooh, hold on. Sorry, I'm a nosy fuck. Is that a Bay City robbery or is that a roof run?
Probably Bay City. Oh no, roof run, sorry.
I don't know. I saw a group of people shooting at cops earlier when I was doing my roof run.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently everyone's on one today. Rue and I were doing a chop earlier and we came across somebody getting held up.
Wow. Shit.
Where do
And then we
we
were in a cop chase earlier.
where do we want to go?
How serious
Up
is
to
this
you.
talk? Sounded pretty serious through text.
Pretty fucking serious.
Uh-oh. Is he dead?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Rue, do you have a pack of cigarettes by chance?
I have 2 packets. Do you need one?
Oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
need cigarettes for this?
I always need cigarettes.
Glove
Oh.
box.
Thank you. I'll pay you back.
Is it for the dramatic ambiance?
Maybe. Let's go to. Or somewhere that no one like ever goes.
The sign.
The college?
Oh, I have 2, yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
This is all. Can't park here, leak. Fuck out of here.
Oh, right in the middle of the like football field.
We could. Hold on.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Or it's like a track or whatever it is. Yeah, look at this.
Oh, there you go. God damn it, Terry. I'm gonna let this ring for now. I'll call him back. I know what Terry's calling me about.
Have you ever seen Dazed and Confused?
Parts of it, but not all of it.
What the fuck?
I know. Bro, have you
This
seen
is-
Dazed and Confused?
What?
Never mind. She's Dazed
The
and
movie?
Confused.
Okay. Anyways, this is like, what would it be like, sort of?
All right. You want to sit? I mean, we
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have a cigarette to start this off, and then I'll join you. How much? I guess I'll start this off by just asking her, how much have you told Hank?
Only Bob texted him.
That does not break it down any
Which
further.
wasn't very much.
Okay.
Said, shit is happening with the family. Best to be explained in person, though. That's it.
Yeah. How much do you know about the conflict we've had in the family? Not the three of us, not Ziggy, but outside of that, your grandparents, like Matt and Richard and Etta and Maple and Matt Rhodes.
Never heard of him.
Richard Dark.
Heard the name once.
Etta.
Take her or leave her.
Maple.
Fuck him.
Agreed.
All right, great. At least the family's got something in common. Fuck Maple. All right, so I could give you kind of just the haha funny and tell you, okay, well, family's dead, gone, bye. It's just us now. But the reality is this: the family as a whole was kind of the culmination. Our family was sort of the culmination start with Matt and Richard, who were my fathers. They adopted me in. I've been with the family supposedly for many years. I had an accident and I don't recall how long I've really known them, but I can tell you for certain the last like 6 or so years have been pretty set on that was my family. Etta came into the mix as my sister, and Maple came in as the mistake that Etta fell in love with. But, you know, that's besides the point. Maple's not a bad guy. He's just a little,
He's
Piece
a
of
dumb
shit.
fuck.
yeah. But, yeah. The family, was us. I got married to your father. The in-laws to Ziggy were Matt and Richard, and after this all happened, Ziggy and I adopted Rue. I got to know you from Ziggy, and that's how you guys became relatives.
Yup.
Yeah. We had and to not sugarcoat this, I'll just kind of be blunt with this, but it's what I say after that's gonna matter. I had a fight with Richard the other day over the phone, and
Did you win?
I think I won.
Hell yeah.
I don't think anyone really won, but to some degree, I think what I wanted out of it was unfortunately what I got, even if it wasn't the outcome I wanted. We had a 45-minute yelling match over the phone that ended in me being told that if I hung out with the ADMC, I'm no son of his. And I said, good, I'm not your son anymore. And I hung up on him.
Oof.
This was a buildup from the last few months. But the part that matters is everything that's happened has affected myself. It's had effects, and I'm not going to speak for you, Rue, but it's had effect on Rue, and it has also had an effect on your father with Ziggy. And we're all kind of taking it a little bit differently in terms of how we're grieving and stuff. But we have essentially, for the most part, if it's not been formally said, I at least laid the foundation to say that it's pretty set in stone. We've pretty much broken off complete ties with any relation to the, put simply, foundation of the family.
The dark side.
Well, that was fucking cheesy, but yeah, actually, Dark's side, yes.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize what I just did there.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty good.
Holy fuck!
Mm-hmm.
Pun completely not intended, just
That was
became
sick.
intended. But yeah,
Okay.
it's been really, really hard for I lead it on less than I would ever admit to, but it's affected me a lot. I'm okay though. Ziggy, I haven't really had I haven't had a chance to speak with your father about all this yet, like through and through. And Rue has been caught up with my side for the most part, as far as I know. So, Rue, feel free to add in whatever you have that you think might be of relevance, but it's been a rough couple weeks. It's been a long couple months.
Well, let me ask a question though.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you still like living in the same house as Eddie and Maple?
Eddie?
Etta, whatever.
Oh,
Heather?
yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that house is in my name. House isn't going
So-
anywhere.
Are they still living there?
So long as they choose to stay there, yeah. At some point, if they decide to get the fuck out of Dodge, that's up to them, but I'm not kicking them out.
Okay.
Etta had mentioned she was gonna buy a house of Maple probably a week ago or so. So I don't know how much that ball is rolling or what the go is there.
Truthfully, I don't really give a fuck. Whatever they want to do, I don't care. I am gonna go home and I'm gonna sleep in that house. And Hank, honestly, at this point, if you have a couple $1,000, go buy a key cutting kit. I'd rather just give you a key to the house and you can stay as long as you want.
Oh, shit, say less.
Only stipulation,
Oh.
nothing incredibly illegal in the house. The house has to stay clean in that regard, but
Oh yeah, no. Would never.
I figured not. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now, family wise. It's been emotional and it's been hard, and I think your father probably, I hate to say it, I think is going to be silently kind of in his own grief with a lot of this. Based on some of the conversations we've had in the past and based on sort of our last conversation, he was very to himself. So if you see him, just check in on him, make sure he's okay. But it's, truthfully, the time that you've been away the last couple of weeks has been probably the peak of a lot of the bad. So.
Well, I mean, what is your dad wants you to be a cop still or something? Is that why this is all like stemming off of?
When I retired from the PD, so Maple stopped reaching out to me, stopped talking with me. Etta and I had one conversation since I left over a month ago. Richard hasn't had any contact with me outside of a fight we had about a month ago. And I haven't seen Matt. I really don't know kind of what's going on with that, but the entire family essentially pushed me away. Etta and Maple, never gave Rue a chance to get to know her. Matt tried to. I will admit, considering everything that happened, and Rue, you can tell me otherwise, I think Matt was the only one that actually tried to give it a real attempt.
He didn't reach out to me once. It wasn't even an attempt.
I mean, you guys spoke, and he even said that, you know, being well, that's another. I feel like out of anybody, I feel like he actually. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he actually, for a second there, tried more than anyone
That was
else.
the only conversation I'd had with him.
Hmm. Was that pre-Judas or after Judas?
Before.
Yeah, never mind. You're right. Okay. Yeah. Essentially, nobody really wanted to get to know this side of the family, and Etta had an incident come up. She was hurt, and Richard.
My club stabbed her.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Richard called me the day after it happened and essentially used it against me to try and put blame on me. Before that ever happened, I was staying down at the block with Rue. At her place down by the block because I didn't have a reason to go home. I didn't have a reason to call family. I had yourself, Rue, and Ziggy. And my father tried asking me why I was hanging out down at the block. He asked me why my car was down there, and I told him I was sleeping down there. I told him I was down there because, you know, put simply, I had purpose with the people I loved. And he tried saying that, you know, well, are you hanging out with them? You're friends. And I tried explaining to him that, yeah, I'm around them. And his response was how I could look at any of them in the face. And I said, well, Ziggy and Rue. And he said, nope, I didn't mention them. I said the club. I said, nope, Ziggy and Rue are the club, and they are my family. And I tried explaining to him that no matter how much he wants to try and defer from the idea that Rue or Ziggy have involvement, the reality is that the truth is the fucking truth. And the truth of the matter is that regardless of how close or far away I am from the club, so long as I have a connection with Rue and Ziggy, I will be around the club. And I tried to make that point clear to him. And that's when it alluded to a lot of fighting back and forth. And it ended with pretty much being told, it wasn't even pretty much, it was, you've changed, and how can you look at them in the face? If I see you hanging out with them, you're no son of mine. And I said, good, I'm no son of yours. And I ended it. So.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. It kind of sounds like you didn't lose much. That might have been insensitive, but
No, I tend to actually agree with you, unfortunately. It's a harsh truth, but I actually tend to agree with you.
I mean, from my point of view, it kind of seems like, now again, I've never met Dark and whoever the other guy is. So you know that's whatever. But oh, my bad. No, but it sounds like ever since, you know, at least ever since I started like being around you guys more, it seems like Etta and Maple seem to cause a lot of issues within you guys, or within us, I guess I should say. But I mean, they don't really cause problems for me because I don't care. But but I mean, it's like with them two, it's, I mean, with all of them, it's like, I mean, why does it matter? Like, I mean, I know it's like easy for me to say because like I don't really know them very well and I don't talk to them and I don't know their whole ideas behind everything. But it's like if they're just gonna keep causing problems on something that you want to do, it's like it doesn't even like really involve them, right? I mean, no one told Eddie to go become a doctor. No one told Mabel to become a cop. And if they, I mean, do you think that they're gonna care if like Eddie quits being a doctor and becomes a fucking fast food worker? Probably not. It just seems like there's a little bit of a I don't want to use the word favoritism, but like it almost kind of feels that way towards like her in this whole situation.
I mean, yeah. There is this, I think, a piece of favoritism there. To be honest, my last real talk with Etta, she made points about stuff, and after I spoke with her, she took one side of a conversation and essentially questioned me on it. And I realized after we spoke, she had spoken to Richard. Richard twisted my words. And then Etta came at me and was like, "Did you really tell your dad that you're going to be a criminal?" All I told that man is that I was an adrenaline junkie and had an interest in street racing. That's all I told him. And instead, he told me that I was going to end up with a bullet in the back of my head and, you know, he doesn't like the path I'm going down. And in turn, he told Etta, from my understanding, that I'm just going to be a full-fledged criminal. Which
Pretty small-minded response from her.
Yeah. Well, that was from Richard to Etta, and then Etta pretty much regurgitated that and said, "Did you really tell Dad that you're going to be a full-on criminal?" So I know after the phone call with Richard the other day, I'm sure she got a very skewed version of what I discussed with him. But I think it's also good to know, too, that with all due respect on Etta, I'm not in the club. I'm very much not. I have an opinion on the situation, and that's that I don't agree with what happened to Etta by any means.
You say what?
I don't agree with what happened to Etta.
What, her getting stabbed?
Mm-hmm.
She's probably piping up.
Well, that's the other part of this. I understand why it happened. I don't agree with it, but I understand why it happened.
Yeah. See, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. It's just I feel like maybe, I mean, not specifically towards her. I feel like this kind of stuff happens more often to people who are, you know, with somebody maybe in a position of power. I don't even know what like Maple's rank is or anything, but he's a cop, so he has like some sort of like, you know, power in that kind of sense, right? She probably like
He's got a stick up his ass.
okay, fair enough. But no, but I mean, she probably feels like she can say certain things because her boyfriend's a cop.
I didn't really think that there was a lot of shock and awe around being an officer that was holding my connection to the family. But it was a very wild, like dramatic, artificial 180 that happened when I left. I went from having contact with my family literally on the daily. It was almost every day I would get a text from Etta, or Maple would reach out, or we would see each other. There'd be conversations, laughs. I'd talk to my dad every once in a while. Things were going good. The minute I left... Oh, that was the other thing, too. And Rue, I don't remember if I ever said this to you, and if I didn't, this did happen, and it was hurtful, but Richard asked me why I lied to everybody for my reasons to retire. And I said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "Oh, well, you told everybody in the family and everyone else that, you know, you were going to take care of me and take care of everybody. And, you know, you were retiring for the family, and then you went against that. You lied to everybody. I had to inform my father, who was too naive to realize it, that I had a post-traumatic stress response in an ICU room because I had to witness that man with a tube in his throat with 2 dead people side by side in other rooms. And it was a lot for me, and it was the first time as an officer I ever failed. I broke down in the hospital and I cried. Now, the relevancy to that is I went to therapy for it, and I had to speak with Pixie, and I had to try and figure things out to make amends with it. And I still deal with problems in the ICU room because of that. My father had no idea about that and just assumed that I was a fucking liar for why I left. The reality is, when I left, my intention was to take care of my family. Fact. They all neglected me the minute I walked out the door. Every single one of them. Kind of hard to take care of your family when your family, put simply, doesn't want to even communicate with you. And a lot of the reasons I think why they stopped communicating was because of my relationship with Rue and Ziggy, who are members of a club that they all dislike. Shocker.
God, wait till they find out about me.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck.
Shit.
They're gonna learn. Hank, don't change.
They think Rue and Z are bad influences. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm excited for them to know you. I would say Meat, but I think Meat's out of the picture. I think at this point it's going to be an informal just notice. So don't forget the names Matt Rhodes and Richard Dark and Sean Maple.
Oh, yeah.
We all know Maple.
Douchebag. I don't even know what any of them look like. I barely know what Etta looks like, to be honest. Seen her like once or twice, 3 times maybe. But yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't know anything about Richard or Matt or fuck. If I see Sean Maple, whatever, and that, I'll beat the brakes off of him and that lady. But better not say anything bad.
Yes, I was in a chase with Maple and I started yelling at him, threatening to beat him up to get him away from the car while we repaired it. He got out of the car with a fucking gun, even though I was unarmed. So be careful around him.
Oh, nice. So that's funny. So let me get this straight. My father, oh boy, I'm about to tell you guys both something. This is really adding up to something. I didn't even know about that. My father, oh man, I wish a motherfucker would.
Okay.
Sorry. I had a brother who passed away. He was shot by an officer by the name of Brian Knight many years ago. Probably coming up 7 years ago at this point. My brother Cody was a cop. Brian Knight was a cop. And my father, the last time I had a face-to-face conversation with him, he said that Brian Knight shot him in the back of the head. Killed him. And then my father turned around and said that there are cops who get itchy trigger fingers and look for any excuse or reason to pull the trigger. I just realized pot is about to meet kettle. Because, my God, if Maple tries to overstep, I will be the first to call Richard and remind him what it's like to have a trigger happy cop looking to get a job done. I'd love to see him pull a gun on me, honestly. Stand your ground's about to have a whole new fucking meaning if I see a cop pull a gun on me.
Yeah, I was shocked that he had a gun in his hand when he got out of the car when I had not pulled anything on him.
Yeah, next time he does that, you should question it in the middle of everything. Call him
I
out.
was in the middle of a chase. I didn't have time.
Yeah, but if you ever do next time, just make sure you yell out nice taser. What are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
I fucking I keep an eye on that shit, and so help me God, fucking if anything ever happens to anyone and you guys can retrace the reasoning for people getting shot, sue him into fucking oblivion.
I gotta find out who this guy looks
I
like.
don't think
or
I'd
what this guy
sue.
looks like.
He looks like a cop.
Brown hair,
that's
punchable
fair.
face.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Sorry,
Narrows it
I'm just gonna generalize him as just another cop because he seemed to have already. I'm pretty sure the family's generalized me as just another criminal. So
Hell yeah! Welcome to the criminal side. I'm
mhm.
not a criminal though, so.
It's okay. Generalizing is not something I've ever wanted to do, but honestly, there's no reason to put a personality to somebody who fails to see me with any personality. So
Yeah,
fuck him.
fuck him.
But
That's what I'm saying. I've been saying that for a while though.
I'm sorry if I stepped in while you were talking, Rue. If there's anything you want to bring up, I mean, honestly, now's probably the time.
I don't really think there's much to go over. Like, there's shit that was said to me, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really change the stance at the moment. It's the exact same stance. Yeah, I was just copying a bunch of blame and assumptions for shit I didn't do, so. It came from mostly Maple. Better as well when they were in the ICU. What, about a week-ish ago? A bit under a week.
God, I don't know why, but I just hate Etta. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest.
Unfortunate, because for a minute there, I really thought Etta. I really felt like Etta was the only person in the family who actually tried. But I couldn't be more wrong.
Well, there's always a big difference between helping somebody because you care or helping somebody because it makes you feel good.
Apparently, they only helped me because I fit the agenda of the family, and that was to be a cop.
Yeah.
No longer fit the bill. I think the term is a cog in a wheel. Once you're worn down so much, they'll just replace you.
Yeah. They only care when it benefits them.
I no longer fit the bill on benefit,